continuing with D9 now. So a while ago I did like soul planets for everyone. So we looked at the planet in your D1 or your natal chart, which is the highest degree excluding the nodes. That planet is your soul planet, and now we want to see where that planet goes in your D9. So we want to look at, obviously we'll be looking at the D9 Lagna or Ascendant, and we'll also be looking at the placement of your Atmakarka planet in there. We'll also be looking at the moon as well. So when we actually analyse the chart, it's important to look at those. The other thing that we can look at as well is whichever planet is actually your Dasha Lord or your planetary Dasha Lord as well. We look at the chart D9 from that as well. So basically, your Lagna in D9 shows your natural innate nature, and obviously that makes it very, very important and reveals things that actually come to us quite easily. You know, we don't have to put much effort into them, and the things that we also are attracted to, or things that attract us, if you like. And it's a little bit about how we relate to them, those things as well, and how we relate with other people, how we relate to our relationships. So you get a lot of sort of information once you look at the Lagna or the Ascendant of your D9. And obviously this chart will show you, it's a little bit like the result of our past lives, and karmas and desires are in this chart as well as the Rashi. The actual Karakamsa, which is, or the Swamsha sometimes is called as well, where your Atmakarka sits, that is also what drives us in this lifetime to push ahead, to achieve things this current lifetime. And it's like literally it's our primary instinct, if you like, of this lifetime. And so it's all about what the soul wants in this lifetime. So it's that planet and the sign that's in is very, very important. So you want to look at the Lagna, the Ascendant in D9, and that, and study both. If those two houses and their rulers of those houses, I should say, if they are friendly with each other, and they work well together. So this means that things to do with the D9 chart just naturally happen quite easily. Say, for example, if you are Aries Ascendant and your Karakamsa, or or Swamsha, where your Atmakarka sits, the house that your Atmakarka sits. If they obviously, if they're Leo and Aries, they get on well together. And also, if, say, for example, if Jupiter is your soul planet, and it's obviously will be sitting in Leo, so that just means that actually things are just quite harmonious. Things just happen, smoother. There aren't so many ups and downs in life. Or obstacles, I should say, as well in life. So we want to see that kind of harmony between them. So that will go the same. So if your Ascendant is Taurus, and say for your Karakamsa is so say your planet, so Mercury is your highest degree planet in your D1 chart, and that falls into Capricorn. So because Venus and Saturn are friendly to each other, because Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, then that works quite well. And also, just generally speaking, Mercury, Venus and Saturn work together quite well. So that's really nice as well. And so this shows that things to do with life just naturally are cushioned, there's support there is money, things just happen in a more natural way, if you like. And then you want to also see that, what happens to the Atmakarka planet and the Lagna Lord. Are they what sort of situation are they in? Are they kind of like 5 and 9 from each other, 4 and 10 from each other. That again, that gives support. That's really nice placement as well if they are in squares or they are in trines from each other. It will be a little bit more difficult if they are, say, 6 and 8 and 2 and 12 from each other, and even 3 and 11 can cause issues as well. Although probably not as bad. And you want to also have a look and see if there are any Raja yogas or Dana yogas as well going on in your chart as well. And so these kind of things can actually show, say for example, if a planet like, say if you're Taurus ascendant and say Venus is actually exalted as well in Pisces, that really also help as well. And say if obviously we were talking that if you're Taurus ascendant and then Mercury is your soul planet and is sitting in Capricorn, because they're all friendly with each other, is good. So actually if then say Saturn that rules Capricorn is also exalted in Libra, or is gone into, say, Gemini for a Taurus ascendant. So it's like an exchange between Mercury and Saturn as well. That becomes very good too. So these sort of things you want to look at. All of these show the smoothness of life as we get older, in relationships and in marriage as well. These are all very, very important. Then you want to check all of this from the moon as well, so just see how the planets fall from the moon. So if moon is, for example, in Taurus and is exalted, so you can see that moon, this person, you can read the chart from the ascendant or from ascendant of D9 and also the moon, and it'd be exactly the same. So that's really good as well. And if, say for example, moon is say is sitting with Venus in Pisces as well, that'd be pretty good too. So these are the things that you want to look at and just make sure. And you always want to check everything from D1 as well, where is the final, so you just want to see, for deeper analysis, you want to have a look at the Rashi, you want to look at the D9, see where the planets go. So if planet is weak in the D1 but is stronger, then that would be really, in the D9, that would be great. But then also you want to see how many houses it's travelled as well. So you want to, it's always better if, say for example, if you had Venus in Capricorn, then you see Venus has travelled to Cancer, then that's good. It's gone into a Sattvic sign, but I'll come to that sort of thing. But yeah, so you always want to make sure that planets travel, sort of like positively in the D9 as well. So this gives you a little idea about what you can look for in D9, and because obviously the D9, you are the Lagna, you are the ascendant of the D9. So it's the first house is very important, the same as it is in the Rashi as well. So the first house can give you a flavour of you, what you like, what your innate nature is, and all of that. So any good aspects to the first house as well, first house or first house lord as well, is very good. So yeah, so these are kind of really important things that you want to look at as well. So and so for example, we were just talking about Taurus ascendant in D9. So if then you have moon sitting in the ascendant and is exalted, so you can see that this person definitely wants to be in a relationship, because obviously third house, where moon actually rules Cancer, the third house, the ruler has gone into the first house. So third house is house of desires as well. So that kind of there's a desire to connect and be in a relationship. Whereas like if you had Mars there, it could actually, Mars is an independent planet in the first house, so that can actually mean that they're more to do with things that they want to do in life rather than being in partnerships. It doesn't always mean that everybody who's got Mars in the ascendant will be like that, but generally speaking, Mars is an independent planet and wants to do its own thing. So yeah, you want to have a look at that as well. Mercury, if Mercury is in the ascendant, or obviously with a Taurus ascendant, because it also rules their second house of family and fifth house of children as well. So you know that there's a desire to have children. They want to be friendly with their partner as well, and just friendly with the family and the union of the two families as well. So you want to just really kind of analyze that, and it's you go back to the very basic things that you learned when you were actually doing the Rashi. And so this is what you want to look for. So you want to look and just see the Lagna and see if of the chart and where the Lord goes, and hopefully goes into a good house, and it's better house than it is in the D1. You want to look at Karakamsa or Swamsha, which is where your Atmakarka planet, which is the planet with the highest degree, has gone into. That also you can read the chart from that. And then also you want to have a look at Moon as well. And obviously we said about the Darsha Lord. So all of these things are very, very important for realising your desires and how you are in a relationship. So this will be the very basic thing. So I'm going to now do other videos to do with what happens when you are different ascendants in the Navamsa and the different houses in them as well. So I'll see you on the next video. Thank you.